What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and today I'm back to talk about Warhammer 40k. In this one, I will be going over the recent events of the Arks of Omen that happened in the second book, Book 2, Angron, and the surrounding implications that happen near the end of the book to a specific faction of the Imperium, the Sisters of Battle. And I guess I'll also tie in the Primaris Marines at the end. So if you guys don't know what exactly happened during this book, I do have a video that goes over the key events of Book 2, Angron, so you guys can check that out. If not, go ahead and read the novel, or I guess the campaign book for yourself, then come back so you don't spoil yourself. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this theory. So in the events of Book 2, Angron, near the end of the book, we see a very powerful Angron that is literally channeling the power, the might, the destructive capabilities of none other than his own patron god Khorne into a final blow that destroys the coral engine, rips the planet in two, and sends out a curse to this sector of the galaxy. Now, just to show you exactly how powerful this is, because don't get me wrong, Angron is a demon Primarch. Any attack from him is powerful, but he was able to channel a god of the warp into his attack. That's pretty crazy. Like, Khorne legit stood up from his throne in the warp and siphons some of his power into his demigod, or I guess his demon Primarch, I could say. And this really is a huge thing because it shows you that the Chaos Gods are ready to act. They're ready to do much more than just create demons or to stand idly by. And they created such a powerful attack that, like I said, it shattered the world and it created the Murder Curse. The Murder Curse affected anything and everything in this sector of space, turning friend to foe. People could not tell the difference of who was an ally and who was a traitor, who was chaos corrupted. People were literally just fighting against everybody. This affected the Space Marines, the Primaris Space Marines, the Sisters of Battle, any type of Imperial ship, be it just regular human or Ogryn. This affected everybody, except for three factions: the Grey Knights, the Sisters of Silence, and the Adeptus Custodes. So of course all these three factions have resistance to the warp, have resistance to corruption. And one would think, well, wouldn't the Sisters of Battle also have that type of protection from being corrupted? While it's true that Sisters of Battle don't necessarily fall to chaos, they aren't immune to corruption from chaos. Throughout the history of the Adeptus Auroritas, they don't really turn to chaos because they're so devoted to their god, the god emperor. So it's pretty much them being unwillingly possessed that allows them to become chaos corrupted. And that's pretty much what happened here. They didn't choose to follow Khorne. They chose to fight, but of course they couldn't tell friend from foe, and this curse was just making them crave bloodshed, crave, anger. So this does show you that, yes, potentially in the future, hopefully in the future, we could get a new model line for chaos corrupted Sisters of Battle, and that would be amazing, because what you'll see here is a bunch of awesome artwork for Khorne Sisters, Nurgle Sisters, Slanesh Sisters, Tzeentch Sisters, and this would just be amazing. So just think of all the models, all the new lore, all the new awesomeness that comes with a whole new faction just because of one action of a Chaos God. And honestly, it's pretty crazy because when you think about it, this has happened before in the books, but on the Loyalist side, when Guilliman was fighting Mortarion during the Godblight's novels, Guilliman has been struck by the Godblight virus, which is a virus so powerful that it's capable of killing Primarchs. So Guilliman is afflicted with this, and Mortarion's about to kill him. And as Mortarion's monologuing, the Emperor legit channels his power into Guilliman, essentially creating a Emperor-empowered Guilliman who is able to burn away the corruption of the Godblight and also take out Mortarion. That's exactly what happened, but on the other side with the Primarch, Angron, and the Chaos God Khorne. So that's pretty crazy that we're actually seeing, you know, the heavy hitters of 40k siphon and channel their powers into other conduits, those conduits being the Primarchs. So hopefully we'll get to see more of that in the future, but I'm more concerned with a new faction being created, and that's the Chaos Sisters. It could be that maybe the Emperor does ascend to godhood, and now the sisters aren't just getting miracles, but they're also getting, I guess you could say, mutations from this chaos god of the Emperor, or whatever it is that happens here. But I think I would mostly prefer Chaos Sisters of Battle, because you can have the whole, basically, Imperium having Traitor Guard, Traitor Space Marines, and Traitor Sisters going against their loyalist counterparts, and I think that would be really badass to see. The model line would be amazing. I've seen a bunch of conversions online. That would be really cool to see. And not just that, but like I said prior, the Murder Curse also turned Primaris Marines into these bloodshed murderers. So who's to say we don't get to see some Chaos Space Marines who happen to be Primaris in the future as well? Not just Firstborn anymore, or I guess Marines from all the way in the Heresy era. So there's a lot to kind of think about, a lot to ponder here. I mean, GW has been giving us a lot of teases lately with new things. We do have a whole new army with the Leagues of Votann that was recently revealed and unveiled and overpowered to the point where they were getting banned from tournaments. But now they've kind of, you know, made them a little bit less OP, so more people are starting to play them and whatnot. But who's to say we don't get a new faction for Chaos like this? When you think about it, there's a lot of factions that could be coming in right now. Since we have the whole Arks of Omen storyline, we have a new demigod, Vastor, and this guy seems to be going in the direction of Dark Mechanicus. So maybe we'll get Dark Mechanicus models, Dark Mechanicus army faction, codices and stuff like that. So we have a lot to look forward to. Fingers crossed we get some Legion of the Damned as well. Like there's a lot more factions that we can see in 40k. What we have right now is not the end all be all. You know, Fallen Sisters, Dark Mechanicus. We have the Sisters of Silence, who really need to be fleshed out. They're such a very interesting and powerful force that we just don't really have enough variety in. So there's a whole slew of other factions to see, but I, for one, want to see some Chaos Sisters. So let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think GW will just bypass it? Do you think GW is just adding this in the lore, but they won't actually give us a new faction or new models? And what are your thoughts on this? So again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want more lore in the Arks of Omen, stay subscribed, because I will be giving you guys a summary when the campaign books drop. We've got 3 more to come, hopefully ending with none other than a new Primarch entering the fray, the Lion, L. Johnson. So, thanks again, guys. As always, it's been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.